Something lighter, please. Perhaps a dash of romance, a sprinkle of chemistry, a twirl of I ran out of words. If you'd like to help me find more words, support me at the Patreon. My name is Ashley Clements, and this is the Look Back Diaries. What do I remember? Bing is in this. I am barely in it, that I know. I also remember that I wanted to make a really ridiculous face and that I succeeded because somebody made a GIF of it. We've got a long way to go for these two to ride off in the sunset together like 2 episodes later. So we've got to get him back in and find I don't know. We should get into it because I don't remember much at all. Probably because I'm not in it.
Okay, really late New Year's resolution.
I remember that
Nothing to go in the
shirt.
middle of the night. It's not that Jane had a problem with my
It
last video or
it was
anything.
like a
It's just,
tunic. You
oh
don't
my
care,
god,
but
can't something around here not be an angst
these
vent?
is
I
these
mean,
are my
you're
memories.
all nearly as sick of
And
hearing
we've
about it as we
really
are.
ramped up
If
the
you want
energy,
to
but
know the
also
fact, all
this
we
is
really
where
learn around
we
here is
started the day.
Bing?
Yeah, apparently.
Hey Lizzie, sorry your dad let me in.
What
Why
are
would
you
he
doing?
do that?
Well, after the last time we talked, I found your videos on the internet.
Oh my God, now is when you watch them? Now. I mean, between the
Um,
last time I saw you. No, don't say hi to Charlotte
I didn't watch
because
them
if you
on
know
there, but
Charlotte.
kind of a lot.
Hey,
Yeah,
some
that's a
suggestions for
great
ones you can
point.
skip.
Um, I saw the one that you posted on Monday with
Oh,
Shannon.
you saw the one that just happened and immediately jumped on a plane,
Uh,
train, bus, or Rolls Royce to get here?
sure.
Why did you let yourself get talked into dumping my sister?
Oh, I'm in protective mode. Okay, I'm in this more than
It's
I
really
thought.
Because
important.
when Darcy explained to me why he did what he did you see that one? He said
Yeah.
something about Jane's indiscretion at your birthday party. Everything was
Ah,
just
yes, that
hard to
has not
understand
been
from someone who doesn't see it
explained
that way.
yet.
What was that about? What happened that night?
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
can't tell you because
You don't
no one
know.
had
Darcy said
decided.
your birthday was indiscreet, and you're just like, enough said. I wouldn't want to know any nuance or detail or anything.
Oh, Lucy's been real snarky. I enjoy that very much.
I don't know what happened that night because I haven't asked her.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. Okay, it's good.
Um, wait here. I'll see if she wants to come down.
Yeah, she might not, huh? So you sit here. Yeah, yeah, you should be uncomfortable. Yeah, it is weird. Well, we made you wait a long time. We just recorded. That's a
Sorry.
funny bit.
Jane's
Oh,
busy right now.
she
Do you
doesn't
have
want to
anything
talk to you.
super
Super
important?
important. Yes, nice, nice,
She
Margaret.
says thank you, and if you're going to be in town for a while,
Thank
she'll give
you
you a call.
for showing up unannounced, and now please leave.
I probably should have called ahead.
Yeah, that's like a very normal thing to do. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Thanks anyway.
yeah. That's because that's me. Because I told him to call her.
Good luck.
Thanks. You too.
Okay, so this has
Oh,
been weird.
I just wanted to let you know I had no idea about
Oh
George
wow, this is
Gigi
mostly a
until
Bing
Gigi's
episode.
video.
I know.
I just
Wait,
didn't want you to think that I wasn't
Gigi's
ready.
video, and she does know about Jesus. That doesn't. Oh no, you mean on my channel. You mean yeah. Okay,
I
you mean
guess I should
episode
be worried.
82, I think.
Bing.
Oh, there she is. Wait, here's my face. Look how cute that dress is. Oh, I loved that one. Wait, it's gonna get worse. This is me going. I don't want to be. How do I get out? Yeah. Ah. Ooh.
That's
Ha ha
all you
ha.
get to see.
Oh, I'm in a lot more of that episode than I
Not
thought.
even
I guess it's their other
super
episode that I
embarrassing,
like
all that.
piece out
Sorry,
of.
but hopefully you understand. I just hope that whatever was said
Yeah.
between Jane and Bing was
So-
fine.
Oh, she's here to
Oh,
tell us more in her
also,
like
just know
elephant.
that
Oh my
Darcy
God,
is
this
not going
look.
to air your
This is
drama
one of my favorite
ASAP,
Jane looks.
which
Soup's cute.
doesn't make that much sense when I say it out loud. It's okay. The part they saw was probably the most dramatic bit anyway. Really? No confession of how stupid he was to let you go. No
Yeah.
begging you to take him back.
Give us
If
something.
only there was begging.
There should be begging.
What happened to not airing the drama for your viewers?
Well,
Sorry?
that
Old
is
habits.
no. Put the drama on the show. We want to see it.
We had a good talk.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us something. And I
There's
became an
been a lot
elfin
of time
princess.
since we saw each other last, and we agreed that we can't go back to where we left off.
Yeah,
We've both
that's
changed.
a good point because it's been almost a year.
It's over?
Why are you assuming that? Just because they can't start
Not exactly.
from the same place?
Turns out
You
Peyton's
could
in town for a while.
start
He's
over.
staying in town. The next time I go to the doctor, remind me to make sure that he went to a med school with actual classes.
And here
I'm
we're
also in town for the
finally.
foreseeable future. We're
Oh,
going to
you
see
still
you
aren't?
like
I don't know. I guess it's their last episode together that he finally says that. Yeah. As friends. Okay, but like
I know.
friends who make out, maybe?
Not like we can erase the past, but
Like kissing friends?
if he hurts you again, tell him that I will kick his ass. I kicked him first.
We are strong women who make threats that we absolutely cannot follow
So
through on.
we have new
Christopher
Jane
Sean,
and a
very
fairly new
buff
wing.
dude. He would
Glad they're
crush
getting a fresh
me.
start. At least they can try to get a new start. Mom spotted Bang on the way out, and the
But this is also like I have so much more energy than in the other episodes, and that would have been the note anyway. But it's actually helpful that we shot them out of order. Oh, are you gonna snoop? And oh, you're a snooper. Snooping, Snoopy Snoop. But also that really tells us that he watched her cry. And that's important. We need him to know what he did. But you can rest assured that he does. Well, wow, I misremembered that episode entirely, but I did remember my face. Maybe like, I shouldn't. It's called a reenactment. You're welcome. Well, I think that was very nicely done. Again, kudos to the writers for thinking this through, but I love that we established that they're not just going to like jump back in. They're not just going to suddenly get engaged because it's not 1813 and that would be weird. But that like contemporary normal people, what do normal people do? These fictional internet people are going to get to know each other again, are not going to assume that they know who the other person is because being wrong about that or thinking they were wrong about that caused them a lot of pain in the past. But it means he's back on the board. I mean, on the one hand, I'm like, it's great. We're just going to ease Jane and Bing back in together. And on the other hand, I also know that this is episode 90 and that in episode 92, we make it clear that they're going to go do romance together. But that episode also does put a lot of boundaries up around taking things slowly, not to get ahead of ourselves. So yeah, we had a lot of feminists writing for us, and they weren't just gonna make Jane into some simpering girl so excited that this man has come back and now wants her. That wasn't a criticism of book Jane Bennett. It was a very different time. And he does apologize. I mean, he apologizes. I just looked up the book scene and it's very sweet. It's really lovely, but also it's like 5 lines before he's like, marry me. So, we're going to go at a different pace, but he does apologize. It's canon. So, we can redeem him for being an ass. There's a lot of Lizzie's comedy in this. It just feels like, oh yeah, that's a Margaret episode. And I enjoy that Lizzie gets to be a little sarcastic and continue to give Bing a hard time. Margaret also wrote the episodes with Bing in them at Pemberley Digital, but really hanging a lantern on that. I would like doctors who went to classes in med school because yes, that reveal, as I recall, is in episode 92. And we finally find out the truth about the fact that he's, spoiler alert, not in med school anymore. He stopped showing up for long enough that they just assumed he had died. Because when you don't go to classes for many months, they don't keep you enrolled. That's funny, actually. That's another one of those comments. Like in the last episode, I was talking about how often the comments are about staying up too late watching the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, but I also have seen a lot of comments and also received a lot of messages from people saying that they were skipping class to watch an episode or something, and let this be the cautionary tale. You can't skip classes or they will just kick you out of med school. That's not exactly necessarily what happened, but also they will. It applies to all school. School's important, sleep's important. The Lizzie Bennet Diaries can also be important to you, but it will wait. Anything you want to watch will wait. Life Lessons with Ashley Clements. She gets weird when she's alone, but it really does have a lighter feel to it. And as I said, part of that tone was because we hadn't filmed the really sad stuff yet. But it feels right. It feels like the note I would have been given anyway. But we're back. We are back. God, I think that was like an actual Lizzie Bennet thing. I'm like morphing back into, I'm watching so much of my younger self. It's very weird. Let's take a look at the comments. Susie says, hello, damn, from Miss, oh, hi, it's so good to see you. That's practically a slap in the face. I mean, it's not, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah, she was not entirely sure if she wanted to talk to him. Mossy Ballerina asking, so is Bing's gift of snickerdoodles because of the time she baked him snickerdoodles or because he saw the snickerdoodle video? Because I want him to have seen the snickerdoodle video and feel appropriately guilty. I very much choose to believe that one. Look, he probably, if he was picking and choosing episodes, would have watched the ones with Jane in the thumbnail, and she's prominently displayed in that one. So I'm gonna bet he watched it and that it made him feel feelings. 221B says, I didn't watch them all or anything. There's kind of a lot. Weak. I've watched these on multiple occasions in 2 days or less. Yeah, the entire series is just the main series is about 8 hours. I can't remember the math if you add in all of the other spin-offs. But also, if a lot of them are extremely painful to watch, then you might feel differently about binging them. Thank you, BTS X Therapy says her reaction when she's stuck in the middle is priceless. Thank you. I was going for that. Yeah, someone else says Lizzie's face when she's stuck in the middle is just priceless. Thank you. I very much was trying to look really awkward, and then I just am scrolling really fast, and I don't know why. Things Games Week. I watched all these day and a half in the middle of a quarantine. Get on my level, E. I mean, you all repeat each other a lot. Maggie V says, "Go to class, Bing." We'll get there. We'll get there. And it does feel like a reprieve to have this lift of energy, and also like we are very clearly back on the romance train, which I know many of you enjoy. Although I will also say that the comments do continue to validate how much the sister relationships in our adaptation of Pride and Prejudice mean to people as well. And it's a love story between sisters as well as those boys. But we're very clearly back on that romance train. And train is a good metaphor here because Mr. Bennet loves them. And also because these final episodes do really have this kind of driving feeling towards the end. We all knew it was going to end. Anyone familiar with Pride and Prejudice knew it was going to end. I can't remember if we announced in advance at all that it was going to end at 100. But this was our second to last shoot day, so it had less of that, like, oh my God, everything's ending feeling. But it was Laura's last day, so it did have some of that. And also, of course, Christopher Sean's last day as well. So we were wrapping up a major plot point on this day and then losing some major cast members. So yeah, we did just kind of have this like everything feels like it's driving towards the end. And I feel like this is very much maybe even the beginning of that sort of like chugga 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 choo choo.